Scorpio? This is going to be your love reading for the next 2 weeks. This is for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out the channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. The info for that's in the description box of the video. There is a wait for a reading with me at the moment. If you want to explore your options, I put links to my affiliates, Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom, in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. Check them out if you feel called to do so. If you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Scorpio, we're going to do the usual check-in, the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? And a projected potential outcome based on these current energies for the next 2 weeks. I say that to anyone new to my channel because on this channel I infuse manifesting, the universal law of assumption and mindset into all of my content. So my tarot readings on this channel are check-ins into one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Scorpio, have manifested, are manifesting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. Your desires are meant for you. You can absolutely manifest anyone or any version of a person that you want. Circumstances do not matter. All it requires, if you want to manifest it differently, is a shift in your state, your focus, and a reselection with new thoughts and assumptions and a different version of you, okay? And reselection of a different version of the person. So you're limitless, guys. So you can check out my other content if you don't know what I mean. Everyone is you pushed out, they're your mirror. And I like to teach as I go in my readings as well. Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse, guys. How does this person feel about you as we move through the next 2 weeks? The Fool. Some of you, travel and distance is a factor, but this is about, you know, Knight of Cups in the reverse. So a sense of maybe feeling like the romance has been pulled back, or not necessarily, like there could be some issues in really trusting the emotion behind things, but then the Fool is like taking a leap. So this could be about an expression of love. Page of Wands, taking things in a new direction. Flirtation, also adventure. So if you're at a distance, this could be about travel or maybe taking a trip together or something like that. Adventure. 5 of Cups is in the reverse, getting past some sense of loss. For some of you, this is about like releasing old stuff outside of your connection, Scorpio, and taking things in a new direction, seeing things from a new perspective. So that thing with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, I saw that whole not being able to really trust the romance or the love, that could be more due to old spilt cups, Scorpio. It might not be anything to do with you. So this could be, you know, a new perspective, a fresh take, a new direction in love, okay? Yeah. The Death card's in the reverse. We've got the Magician card in the reverse with the 7 of Wands in the reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is in the upright. So definitely genuine emotion here and a positive shift. Letting the guard down, because that's what I was picking up. The Death card cycles round and round, but the Wheel of Fortune means a positive shift now. So some of you, there has actually been some issues between the two of you of like really trusting the love. But this is about, and that love might feel like a risk because it looks like there's a lot of spilt cups in the past here. That could have caused a bit of a wall between the two of you. So they want to get past that. Magician card in the reverse is unfulfilled potential. So the love is there. Okay. A small portion of you, you know, Death card in the reverse is like, things go round and round because there's something that needs to be personally transformed, like letting go of pain from the past, which causes a block or a wall. You understand what I'm saying? So let me see about that 5 of Cups in the reverse, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something here about, at least in the past, there's been a lot of this feeling like questioning whether there's cooperation, questions around really being committed to the situation, or really maybe wanting to commit to the situation because of old trust issues, right? That's what I was saying. It might be trust issues outside of your connection. That's what I'm saying with that 5 of Cups. So this person's working on letting go of that. And the Queen of Cups is like genuine emotion, right? So yeah, letting go of that. The 9 of Wands is in the reverse. So letting go of the wound, letting go of the block. For some of you, there has been some defensiveness between the two of you, like reactivity. Like, are you really cooperating with me? Are you on the same page? Are you committed to this situation? No doubt, definitely flirtation and fun. But we've got, yeah, flirtation and fun and chemistry, King of Wands, and the Ten of Wands is in the reverse. So there's a real, like, lightening of the energy. So the burden's being dropped. Some of you are dealing with a situation where, like, you're dealing with an entrepreneur and, like, career issues have been a factor. And there's been a heavy focus on that, okay? Which has, like, kind of stalled the connection. And put also a block or a wall between the two of you. But on an emotional level, I would say this is like old pain from the past, and then not trusting that the love is sincere. So it seems to be that the baggage is being dropped, you know, and there's a positive shift here. Magician card in the reverse, you know, this is defensiveness and questions around, like, again, trust. If I was to say what's on the heavier side, Magician card in the reverse, this person could have a history of feeling like they get manipulated in some kind of a way. So I'm not saying you're manipulating them, Scorpio. You may have the same wound. They're you pushed out, they're your mirror anyway. So they will change their dominant thoughts and assumptions anyhow about you, the situation, the way they show up, all of that. You can tweak any of this because there's infinite versions of them. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go and watch my other content. And this is just a check-in, so let's get to you, which is more important. We've got Scorpio energy, we've got Virgo, Gemini energy. There's an action-forward energy, there's a flirtation, there's an adventurous energy, and there's a positive shift, guys, okay? So I don't think this is a person like you're in separation from or not speaking to. You've got Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, so passion, chemistry. You've got Five of Cups. You see, you both mutually might have some spilt cups from the past. It might have caused some spilt cups between the two of you, because I'm getting like defensive energy, at least in the recent past, and a bit of round and round. But the Justice card here, so this would be about balance. You know, some of you, there's losses to do with like past energy, like marriage, divorce, legal matters. But we've got Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. So there seems to be like this mutual feeling of love, okay? Chariot cards in the reverse, Nine of Wands. You've still got the Nine of Wands in the upright. They want to drop the Nine of Wands and get past the wound or the block, Scorpio. So this is the thing, guys. They're you pushed out. They're not a robot. So they have their own thoughts and feelings and even their intentions. But if your assumptions stay a certain type of a way, that's when you get the round and round. So even in this timeline, this person seems to want to take things in a new direction with you and have a positive shift. But if you keep your wall up, you might keep going round and round. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Scorpio, you can detach from an old version of Scorpio. Go and watch the recent live stream I did about manifesting and shifting states and breaking up with the old version of you. And that changes everything. Who are you being? Being the observer. Because the Chariot card in the reverse, you're not sure. It's like a stop-start, I think. Is this going to move in the direction that I want it to? You know, you're a little bit on guard here because the Star card's in the reverse. The Page of Wands is in the reverse. They have it in the upright. Some of you really doubt this. Maybe you feel like this is all fun and flirtation and you're on guard. Okay? I mean, this person's had disappointments as well, and you both have Queen of Cups. So there seems to be mutual like affection. You both see each other that way. The Star card's in the reverse. This looks to me like there's unhealed stuff going on, and maybe you're not sure or you're not hopeful about this. The Nine of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles is in the reverse, the Queen of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. Back and forth about it. Some of you, you're not sure if you want to continue to invest. I mean, there's two queens on the table. So there's wounds connected to separation, I feel, outside of this connection. So like I said, old relationship baggage. Now, for some of you, the back and forth between the two of you and the holding back and the guardedness has caused a little bit of a cold energy. Okay, so now you're on guard. But then there's warmth. So maybe, Scorpio, you feel like this goes hot and cold. Now, you easily can get, I've spoken about this so much in videos and lives, guys. If you're getting hot and cold, you're shifting between states. This person loves me, they don't love me. Fear. You're going between love and fear. So you're getting, the mirror keeps shifting for you. So you can easily get the hot, hot, hot. Okay, Tower cards in the reverse. This is an internal tower, Scorpio, so I'm not giving you shit, but it's a shake up on a spiritual level to like release what's not serving you. If you want to release this person, that's fine, Scorpio. And also this reading doesn't have to be for everyone, but this back and forth and this wound to me looks like old shit. Yeah, Page of Pentacles is in the reverse, Two of Swords is in the reverse, Eight of Pentacles is in the upright. This is self-mastery, Scorpio. Okay, some of you also very like juggling a lot of things career-wise. So you're not sure, and you're also just feeling a little bit on guard and blocked, or you feel like this person, maybe you question them. Are they juggling their options? Are they weighing their options? Because this looks like it's been non-committal to date. I really don't think either of you are weighing options. I don't know, unless you are, Scorpio. But like this person, I wasn't picking up third-party energy. I was picking up that this goes round and round and there's uncertainty because there seems to be wounding. You're both kind of projecting and there's a defensive energy here, okay? So the Scorpio, this is you, Scorpio, the Tower card, and it's in reverse, which for me is always an internal tower. And the Two of Swords, you want to come unstuck. I think you're back and forth because, two queens on the table just tells me that there's an energy of exes that have played into this and caused, it's like the past, Five of Cups, you're both kind of projecting your wounds on one another. Yeah, because you're at the Two of Wands and then the Three of Wands. You're thinking about the future, but this is at a crossroads, like a decision needs to be made. Which way forward? Some of you are dealing with a situation that does involve distance and travel, so that might be why there's, you're not so hopeful that this can move ahead. Okay, Chariot card, but guys, that's circumstantial as well. Maybe that causes back and forth, so career and money and all this sort of stuff has caused a block or a wall, so you're not seeing the opportunity in this situation. Circumstantial, okay? They seem to want to take an adventure. Maybe for some of you, this person wants to do some travel with you or travel towards you or whatever. They want to get past what's burdening the situation, and they're very attracted to you and they're action forward, but it is going round and round about, Scorpio, so it's in your hands. If you want to stop the round and round, you just need to go and shift. No, it's like this. I'm a version of Scorpio that's loved and we're together. If you want the commitment, they're so committed to me. If you want them to be, if you're at a distance, you can go to the end, we live together. Literally, guys, don't worry about messing with the middle. The pieces move so fast, you have no idea. They'll call you tomorrow and say, I just got a job offer in your town. Like, as an example, guys. But it's also your emotional baggage here, okay? Queen of Swords, some of you, this is a divorcee kind of an energy, or it's a separated energy. So that could either on your end, their end, or both ends, you've had loss, and now there's a lot of this back and forth, and maybe also a wound and an assumption of being juggled and not being prioritized. So you would need to create the story that you're always the priority and you're completely chosen, loved and adored, and shake off this unhealed stuff. Now, I'm not sending you off to heal your inner child for 6 years, guys. I'm telling you, select version of Scorpio with repetition. You can do revision. I've done a whole video on that, but just work on that wound, that story, so you can move ahead. Because Chariot card in the reverse, I would even say on a spiritual level, Chariot card is perseverance and moving in a positive direction spiritually, and it's in the reverse. So if you feel like there's a block because of this person, if you're looking at the mirror and getting frustrated and it's not going the way you want it to, you have to look at no one to change but self. Change story of you, Scorpio, okay? Some of you just have, I think, a trouble. Or maybe, Scorpio, look, some of you might only want a flirtation, and that's also okay. You're back and forth about it. But you can also then, for those of you for whom this reading it doesn't have to be for everyone, you are thinking about the future. Some of you might need to make a decision and you feel like it's coming to a head. So make a decision, but if there is a trigger point here or a wound, or you feel like you can't open up to love or you can't trust, then I would deal with that anyway, because other things are going to present, or opportunities you want to manifest the type of love that you want. Their intentions don't seem like bad intentions, Scorpio. I think they're wounded too. I think that there's, old baggage and losses. So you can go to the healthy, healed connection for both of you. You can affirm that they show up as their best selves. Neither of you have relationship baggage. You get along great. Your communication is great. They're charming, beautiful, lovely to you. They choose you. They prioritize you. Anything you want, guys. Literally anything you want. You can get any version of a person you want. Seriously. Cancer energy. We've got a lot of Scorpio also thrown in the mix, and Aquarius here. So what do they want to come in with? Okay, yes, okay, karma facing demons. I don't mean karma like they're being attacked for bad behavior, guys. I've done a whole, I've talked about karma enough, so I'm not going to meander in this reading about it. But the Wheel of Fortune is positive shift, letting go of old baggage, unfinished round and round stuff with them, emotional, okay? That's what it is. Okay, push, pull, power struggles. This is what's going on. There's power struggles because you both have a wound and you don't trust one another. And that's the back and forth, okay? And then we've got message, communication, conversation, expressing feelings. We do have the high value card, beautiful. The Empress, sexy, abundant, okay? And then we have the 1111, divine timing. Fuck the divine timing, guys. If this has been going back and forth and you think there's a timing and you both need to heal, fuck that in a bucket, guys. I opened the reading saying everything exists right now. The only thing to change is self. So shift into the timeline where you have what you want. Forget the divine timing, but this is runner chaser. I think there's been a bit of a dance and a bit of a push-pull and a power struggle because you both are a bit standoffish with one another, okay? And then what else do we have? And you don't trust each other. There's the red flags, okay? Now, I don't think this person is cheating on you. I would call it, because I call it in readings, right? The signs, cheating, deception, the red flags, you're both, it's like the fear. Okay, and the back and forth, there's trust issues between the two of you. And you might both have been cheated on before, or there's an assumption. So Scorpio, you can nip it in the bud. You don't want to focus too much attention with the fear. Your fears, your thoughts, creeping thoughts then can crystallize in circumstances. Right now, this person, they might mutually feel like you are, that there's questions around you and loyalty because this is a story they have. But you're the creator of your reality. So if you sit here and this is what you do and you start thinking and thinking and thinking because you've got old loss and you think people cheat, well, eventually either things just crumble because of the trust issues and they go, or third parties pop up. That's how you manifest, okay? Yeah, look, Scorpio, there's a communication about feelings. There's, you know, they think that you're high value. There's been push-pull. They're trying to face their own losses and demons. I do think they want to take things in a new direction, see things from a new perspective. There's communication, guys. I don't think it's someone that you're separate from, not communicating with, but take what you want, what resonates, or fuck it all in a bucket and just focus on your more preferable version, guys, seriously. Or if it's not your reading, it's not your reading. I'm sending you guys so much love. I intend that it helps some of you, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.